turnovers, 11 assists on 29 made baskets, 29 of 64 for 45% shooting today, 9 of 16 on threes, and 33 of 39 at the foul line. Here with Coach Vinay Patel. And, Coach, that was a absolutely gutsy performance by your team today.
That was a war right there. That was a great basketball game to be a part of. Josh is a good friend of mine. Their basketball coach, Josh Gamblin. He does a tremendous job with his basketball team, and we talked, a day or two ago, and we both said, hey, this is going to be a fun, intense game. It's going to be a fight, but unfortunately, one person's going to walk away happy and one person's not. And, fortunately, we came out with this one. Our team, honestly, I've fought them for the last 3 days. I have not liked where our intensity level's at and how hard we've been playing. It's not been acceptable. And I know our record doesn't show it because that's what people keep saying, but we have not achieved the intensity level and physical play that I've been trying to get this team to, and I thought we took a huge step in that today. I mean, we saw guys diving on the floor, making huge plays when it was time to make. Brandon Patton, statistically, obviously it doesn't show it, but we asked that kid to play like 4 positions tonight, and he was phenomenal, just playing his tail off. And for a lot of these guys, we got help from almost every single person on our team. But that's what it takes. We had Terrence go down with an injury. Looks like he should be okay. Hopefully, we're going to find out in the next day or so. But golly, what an effort that was. I was really proud of this basketball team.
What did you tell your team when Terrence went out?
We didn't even talk about it. We didn't even mention it. To tell you the truth, I didn't say one word about it. So we just kept playing. And, the way, if people came to a practice and you saw our practices, we had 3 people walk out of practice 2 days ago to get blood worked on from the trainer because they were getting. But that's how physical our practices are. So people walk away from practice all the time, and we just keep playing. We kind of. I don't want to say we ignore it, but we didn't say one word, and I think everybody kind of knew, hey, next person up, next person step up, and that's what you saw when you saw Brandon Patton come in and Ryan Wiley come in and play a lot more minutes than he's been playing this year. So really proud of those guys, bench guys especially, stepping up.
A lot of foul trouble early on, particularly, on the wing. Lou Dunbar goes out real quick with 2, and then you lose Terrence at the guard spot. Does it help a lot for your team to have those kind of post players that are versatile enough to play on the wing as well in that kind of situation?
No question about it, because, if you didn't have guys like Ryan Wiley and guys like Xavier Smith and Brandon Patton, I don't know what we would have done tonight, because, I always tell my guys I don't go out and recruit big slugs. Because, like tonight, we had post players guarding their guards for almost 30-plus minutes of the game, and that's what we asked them to do, and they did a phenomenal job sticking to the game plan and, and making it work. And that's really, we couldn't even get into the flow of what we normally do offensively because, how screwed up our lineups were at times. But, guys just kept battling, kept competing, and, the frustrating thing for me when I look at this is their offensive rebounds, and that's what we talked about at halftime. We couldn't get beat on the glass, and they got after us pretty good on the glass, but give us some credit. We got some big rebounds down the stretch when we needed to.
You may have seen it in practice, but I don't think we have seen this coming from Cyrus McDonald. I mean, he's been able to put his head down and get into the middle, but to score 33 points and maybe most impressively to hit 13 of 14 foul shots today, he'd been really struggling at the line this year. Did you see this coming from Cyrus, a game like this?
I don't know if I necessarily would have seen as many as he had, but we knew he was getting ready to start having some good games. What I think helped him maybe a little bit, John Reed had been out for 4 games with a knee injury, and Cyrus had to play 30-plus minutes, 36 to 38 minutes a game, and I think that helped knock some rust off of him, to tell you the truth. And then, once he got back, we were kind of talking about this morning that maybe that really helped him play through some of his play, I guess, and get back to what he's supposed to be doing, because if you saw that kid play in junior college, this would be a normal night for him. He did stuff like this all the time in junior college, before he went to the 4-year level. So not shocked to see it, just glad to finally see it.
Jonathan Reed, obviously, if he's been out, this is a great welcome back for him. A career-high 20 points, played under control, and if I were you, I'd tell him not to wear that T-shirt anymore in the first half. He took that T-shirt off at halftime, and he had 19 points after half.
Okay, well, maybe we need to tell him that. No, he did a great job, and he gets better and better as it goes, and a part of it, he's still learning the game, and he does a better and better job. He wants to learn is the thing. He's always asking questions, but I don't know if there's a harder playing kid as far as effort on our team than him. That's the thing I love about him the most, and why he always finds minutes, and a ton of minutes last year and this year is really because of his effort more than anything, and the fact that you can tell him to do something, and sometimes he may not like it, but he's going to do what you ask him to do, and I think that's what makes him a fun kid to coach at times is he doesn't like hearing it. You can just tell at times, but he'll do it because you're asking that of him when you tell him the team needs that of him. And so, he's gotten better, but that was the biggest question mark coming into this season is our point guard play. And to see 53 points come from two of our point guards, where I'm sitting here going, how's that position going to be this year? Is in a big game like this is exciting to see.
I haven't talked much about X, but a big game from him today, 22 and 13, 5 blocks, and he probably altered about 8 more shots than that at the rim. He's just been an absolute force in the post for you guys, especially defensively.
I think we got to get Rich Tortorelli to check his blocks, because I felt like he had more than 5, but I don't know. I mean, he did alter a lot. And I really don't want him coming up with that many. The problem is our guards are getting beat off the dribble and putting a lot of pressure on that kid, and that's why he got into a little bit of foul trouble tonight. But he does a tremendous job protecting the glass for us, and that's one of the reasons I was excited when we signed him. That kid had more blocks last season than our entire team combined when we went and found him, and he's sure producing when we need him the most.
Long road trip on Saturday. Tell us about your upcoming schedule and how you're going to handle the next couple of days.
Like I always tell you, I promise you it's not, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but we're taking it day by day. We're going to practice tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and we're getting ready to go to Sagu on the road, and that's going to be a slugfest. Donnie's got his team playing really well right now, and we went down there in one of, for me, the most fun battles I've ever been a part of as far as me being a head coach. We beat them 52-49 at their place, and then we lost at the buzzer at our place. So, that's what I told them to expect in the locker room, and I'm trying to get these returners to step up and tell them about his environment, because they do a great job down there, and he's got a good basketball team, and I'm telling you, it's going to be a tough one for us to go get, because his team is playing really well right now.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. 100-90, the final score. OCU's men's